Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Ever had a bad meeting? Meet my coworker Jerk. I filmed his ridiculous antics, and trust me, patience is running thin. So here's the deal. 300 cow likes, and I'll quit this mess. But wait, not just quit, I'll storm into his office armed with a fire extinguisher to deflate his ego. Boom! Literally, can you imagine? This would be epic. So hit that like button, because this showdown is going viral. What happens when you bet your friend to jump into an icy hole in red thongs? Spoiler, it's slippery, shocking, and downright hilarious. This guy thinks 200,000 likes is impossible, but if we pull it off, it's a thong party in the ice. Watch as Foma goes from no way to, oh no. It's about to get frosty. So, who's down for some chilly fun? Or will Foma stay dry? Tune in and find out how frozen friendships can turn hilarious. Freeze frame fun. Here we come. Ever dislocate your arm and find yourself reading Pushkin with a helium twist? I did. The doc, with no painkillers, hands me a balloon and says, "Inhala, read." So here I am, squeaking out poetry while my arm's dangling like a piñata. Suddenly, he yanks my arm back into place, and I scream in that high-pitched voice. But instead of crying, I'm laughing like a hyena. Who knew Russian medicine involves stand-up comedy? Next time, just give me the balloon without the injury. Imagine standing in line for execution. And it's not your turn yet. In a village during WTCP, Nazis gathered kids to shoot them. Villagers stepped up. 20 brave men against the guns, turned into a real-life human shield. They took the bullets, one after another. But just when it seemed hopeless, it was the women's turn. Cue the twist. Fire. Echoes, and bam, all the Nazis dropped dead. Turns out help was on the way, and those villagers were heroes. Sacrificing for the kids? Now that's real bravery. But wait, why did they have to die? What really changed after that? Confusing story heroics.
Ever come home to find a monster waiting for you? Yeah, me neither. So, I'm back from a week-long trip, and my husband decides to surprise me with a nightmarish pet named Boyana Kovyryolkina. Seriously, is that a name or an occult spell? He loves her and has banned me from dismantling this creature. So now, I'm terrified of two things: midnight owls and bumping into Boyana in the dark. I'll take a regular surprise any day.
Ever saved a kid from a drunk dad? Yeah, me neither until now. I saw a child yelling, "Dad, let's go home," while getting beat. So I did what any hero would. I swooped in and took him home. Now he's living in my place, refusing to go back because it's just another day for him. Meanwhile, my girlfriend packed her bags because she doesn't do bonus children. Now I'm facing a dilemma. Adopt or just go back to binge watching. Spoiler, is sacrificing your social life for a kid the new trend? Ever seen a dog save a kid from a creepy guy? Well, I did. Picture this. Our janitor, who can't resist feeding every stray in sight, fuels a doggy mob. One night, I hear a kid scream. I rush to the window and catch the wildest sight: two dogs turning the tables on a grown man, while another heroically guards a child. Turns out, they weren't just barking up the wrong tree. They were saving the day. Morale of the story? Dogs, 1. Creeps, 0.
So, I met this guy online and totally fell for him. After endless chats, I decided to break the ice and surprise him with a picnic. I showed up at his place, and plot twist, he's in a wheelchair. But guess what? Instead of running away, I said, "Hey, let's eat sandwiches and cotton candy. Who cares what others think?" A kind heart beats stronger than any wheelchair. Because honestly, a person with a good soul can't be just a label. So we partied like it was a regular day in the park, laughing at life's curveballs. Who's with me?
46 years without a vacation. Meet my dad. He's a workaholic superhero who's never seen the ocean. Tomorrow, I have a huge interview. If I nail it, I'm whisking him away to the beach. Imagine, Dad in flip-flops, sipping coconut water instead of coffee. But wait, What if he loves the beach so much he decides to become a lifeguard? I can't tell if that's a blessing or a disaster. Wish me luck, or my dad might spend the rest of his life saving beach bums.
Did you know this world could totally use a makeover? Welcome to the Support Club, where we spill our guts anonymously. Admit it. We all need a little push to be better, like a caffeinated squirrel on a Monday. Join our family and share your wildest experiences. No judgment here, just good vibes. Our readers drop their life stories like mic drops, and trust me, it's addictive. You might even find yourself laughing in disbelief. So, why wait? Let's make the world a better place. One awkward revelation at a time.
Ever seen a kid tackle the grocery store like a boss? This 6-year-old shows up with his piggy bank, counts out his coins like he's buying the crown jewels, and yet gets a couple of sausages, no big deal, right? But wait, here's the twist. Instead of treating himself, he dashes outside to feed 2 stray kittens. Talk about a plot twist. You think he's just a kid? Nah, he's a mini superhero. If only adulting came with that kind of heart and snack choices.
Ever seen a bus transform a girl into a princess? Picture this. A nervous teen jumps onto a minibus for her big date, but, her coat looks like it's been attacked by a lint monster. No worries. We whipped out a brush, a bottle of fancy perfume, and a wet wipe because why not? Eyeliner got fixed, shoes shining, she's practically a fairy tale. Just as she stepped off, a handsome guy with a bouquet appeared. Who says public transport can't have a little magic? Ever try surprising a deaf-mute friend? It's a wild ride. For his birthday, I gathered my crew, taught them sign language, and led him on a treasure hunt of congratulations. Picture this. Balloons everywhere, friends cheering, and him looking utterly baffled. The grand finale? He finally said, "Thank you," his first word. And wait, it gets crazier. He later got his hearing. Guess I'm a miracle worker now. Next year, I'm just getting him a cake. Spoiler alert, miracles exist. Folks.
What would you do if you were faced with life or death? My grandpa, at just 25, was faced with that decision during the war. Assigned to drive German soldiers, he made a bold choice to take a mined road boom. Talk about a shortcut. He knew he wouldn't make it back home, but left behind a letter from my dad that still kept safe. It got me thinking, could I do the same for my kids? Grandpa's bravery shines through his memorial, a reminder of his warm smile. Proud? Absolutely.
So, I'm out walking my dog when I spot a drunken lady holding a baby. Classic Tuesday, right? She asked me where the hospital is. I point her to the nearest ER. I toss and turn all night, worried about the baby's fate. Next day, I hit the hospital, only to find out she left the baby on the doorstep and peaced out. Plot twist. My husband and I decide to adopt her. Fast forward 6 months of paperwork, we're officially parents. And wouldn't you know it, I just took a pregnancy test. Guess who's adding to the chaos? 2 lines, baby.
Imagine your name being a battle cry. Meet Zakar, whose friends turn every drink into a wild quest. One night, they're chasing a goose around the village like poultry ninjas. Next, they're in his dacha, hurling bottles like they're in some twisted carnival game. But the real plot twist? They crash his university class, shouting his name while the teacher just stares, completely speechless. Who knew being a Zakar could lead to such chaos? Imagine this. I'm at the store with my dad, and there's this gorgeous blonde in front of us. I'm staring, and Dad shouts, "What a view, son. She's a goddess." Suddenly, all eyes are on us, as I'm turning redder than a tomato. Dad just keeps going. Andre here is practically Zeus. Then, out of nowhere, this stunning blonde writes her number on a receipt for me. Dad jokes, "Hope that's for my son, because if it's for me, I can't get a divorce." Yeah, and I'm the shy one? Tomorrow's my date. Wish me luck. Ever sat in a minibus and felt like you're in a drama? One guy stares out, mourning big cities and empty trains. Then, friend number 2 chips in with vague, existential dread. Suddenly, our driver, like he's auditioning for a musical, sings about the Cold War and losing his mind. And just when you think it can't get crazier, everyone in the minibus breaks into a catchy chorus about the poor colonel who's totally abandoned. I mean, Come on, if you can't rely on your minibus friends, who can you rely on? So, my wife and I are trying for a baby, right? 3 years, 0 results. But then a magical stork rolls up to our balcony. My wife thinks it's a miracle and starts feeding it worms and frogs, because nothing says future parent like catching frogs. Then, just when I think I'm going to need a stork-sized diaper, the test shows 2 lines. But wait, there's more. Today, we find 2 stork eggs in a pile of old rags. Who knew parenting would start with a stork and a balcony? What do you do when your son's tree is all you have left? Plant a forest. This dad's got a tree that's not just thriving, it's defying the odds. 3 years after losing his son, he's out there, watering it, guarding it like a dragon. If a storm comes, is it a brute wind or a force of nature? Spoiler. It's just a dad fighting for his son's legacy with a watering can. Who knew tree hugging could be this heroic? Watch out, nature, this dad's on a mission to grow his son's love into a massive forest, 1 tree at a time.